Well, hello and welcome, guys. Live Q&A, live in my lingerie, and this is Christmas Eve in Bali. How much do I love you guys that on Christmas Eve I would still show up for Q&A, live Q&A in my lingerie for you men? How much do I love you? Who loves you? Who loves you? Tell me in the chat box who loves you. Who loves you enough? 1 second. Who loves you enough to show up on Christmas Eve? My internet just dragged there. For you men, Erica Angelo, that is. Guys, so excited to have you guys here. Listen, this is live Q&A in my lingerie, and listen, it is a good time. This is a good time in history. This is a good time to be alive. And some of you might be saying, Erica, how can this be a good time to be alive in the middle of COVID? And that is something that I want to talk to you guys about today, of why it's a good time to be alive in COVID times, while I also answer your questions. Now, I do have a Christmas special going. Boom, it's going to be in the chat box. Take advantage of the Christmas special. You can go look at it there. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because you have eyes. You can read for yourself. So go check that out. Check out that link. All right, this is a good time to be alive as a man. Listen, I'm going to keep it really straight with you guys. I've been talking to a lot of you guys on those 15-minute sessions. And listen, some of you guys, I'm just going to keep it real, are not showing up as emotional warriors in your life. Listen, an emotional warrior rises above his circumstances. And when I get on calls with some of you guys, I hear a lot of you guys going, these are all of my problems and I'm helpless. And it's like the emotional warrior, despite how many times he gets kicked in the balls, rises above his circumstances. He goes, how can I look at my circumstances and how can I come on top? But when opportunity gets presented to you and you can take it, you can shape things, and you just go, I can't do it, and you find excuses. That is not the heart of a champion. That is not an emotional warrior. And this is why it is a good time to be alive, because something is happening on the planet that is giving us momentum and energy. I'm not going to get into the spiritual side of it. I definitely will talk about that in my group coaching. I will not dive into the ins and outs of this, but let's just say this. There's a new energy on this planet right now with tons of momentum. And the people who ride that wave of momentum will rise above their circumstances. But people who make excuses and who continue to live in victim mode will get eaten alive. Most of you men, like who I'm getting on the calls with, you've got a victim mentality, and that is not the heart of emotional warrior. Guys, it is time to fucking shift out of this victim mentality. You are men. Remind yourself, get in a freaking mirror and remind yourself that you are a man, that underneath that is a warrior. And no matter what circumstances is coming at your way, that you are going to rise above it. Come on, men. This is a time to wake up and rise up. Women are on the planet. They are hungry for men to be men again. But some of the guys that I've talked to on these calls, I'm like, I just hear excuse after excuse. And I'm like, where are the warriors at? Where are the warriors? Guys, this is your time where you cannot miss it on the planet. There's an energy to support you. There are things we have such an accelerated energy where things are shifting rapidly, and you get to be a part of that momentum. But you got to make some choices. You got to take some risks. You got to quit allowing life to just kick you in the balls and just freaking take it. Quit taking that shit. It's time to rise above it and go, no. I'm going to rise above my circumstances. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to take whatever risk. I'm going to take whatever opportunity is set in front of me, because I am going to rise above this, because I have the heart of an emotional warrior. Yeah, that's the time that we live in. It's a time for the emotional warrior to rise. And let me tell you, women all over the planet are going to be jumping in their lingerie going, finally, men are becoming men again. And guess what? When a man, I have a video coming out on Monday. You got to watch this video, because when men become women, when men become men, ooh, Freudian slip, men becoming women. When men become men again, you don't have to go through all the bullshit of all this pickup artist stuff and RSD or whatever all this stupid stuff is. No. When you start showing up as a man, as an emotional warrior, that alpha male who has heart, the emotional warrior. That's all an emotional warrior is. He's an alpha male who's tapped into his mother freaking heart. When you show up with that, that's the kind of energy that a woman can surrender her femininity to. Make sure that you watch my video coming out on Monday, because it is all about that. Now, this is going to be quick because it's Christmas Eve. So I'm going to go through and see the questions that you guys have. And no victim questions, no whiny questions. We're not having that today. No whiny questions. If you want to whine, do it in the comment section and cry there. But I'm here to answer real questions. Kim says, why women say no? They never say no when asked on a date, and then they come up with excuses. I'm going to show you really straight, because she's really not that interested in you, and she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. So 2 options. If you get that often and you get women doing this all the time, then you say, okay, what inside of myself is showing up that women keep rejecting me? What do I need to change in me so that women stop rejecting me? If it only happens 1 or 2 times, then you have to go, you know what, that's her loss. Move on. But if it's coming up consistently in your life, Kim, you got to look at you and going, how am I showing up in the world that women keep rejecting me? What is it about me that they keep rejecting? And how do I fix it so that I don't keep getting rejected? Become unrejectable. Become the emotional warrior. D. Reinhardt, why do women complain about, oh, shoot. Yeah, you notice I wore the red. Christmas, hello. Why do women complain? Why do women complain then about men who are masculine? D. Reinhardt, I don't know what kind of women you're hanging out with, but the women that I know and the women I run with and the women that I talk to are dying for men to be masculine. So I don't know what kind of women you're hanging out with, but most women that I speak with, they're like, why are men not more masculine now? Why are they little boys? Why are they so scared? Why do they run away? Why do they act more like a girl than a boy? For me, and I talk to lots of people and lots of women, they actually want the opposite. They're craving men to be masculine. They're craving them to let their warrior come out. Erica, are you accepting gifts? Oh, that is so kind. I don't even know how I would receive a gift here in Bali, but yes, I'm always accepting gifts. Of course, who says no to gifts? There are gifts. Where do you find the women? This is a great question. Where do you find the women? And I'm going to end with this question because this is such a good question. And this is coming from Nick Bosch. He says, where do you find the women who want emotional warriors? Here's the thing. This is a universal law that when we step into something, we become something that naturally gravitates towards us. So what do I mean by that, Nick? When you become the emotional warrior, don't put this on women. And when are they gonna, who wants me as an emotional warrior? Nick, the question is, how do I become an emotional warrior? Because when you become an emotional warrior, a woman who is an emotional warrior in her own damn self is naturally gonna gravitate towards you. So that means when you step into that emotional warrior, when women who show up in your life and they just want to take advantage of you, they want to disrespect you, they want to keep you in the friend zone, they want to treat you like a little bitch as the nice guy. When they show up in your life this way, when you're an emotional warrior, you will not tolerate that shit anymore. You're gonna be like, bye girl, I sniff that stuff a mile away. Off you go. And you don't sit around and you don't make excuses for women like that. You know that she's not an emotional warrior and you pass her on by. And when you say no to women like that, what you do, Nick, as an emotional warrior is you make room for other emotional warrior women to show up in your life. But as long as you're saying yes to women that disrespect you, treat you like a bitch, keep you in the friend zone, treat you as Mr. Nice Guy who goes on dates with you but never ever has sex with you, as long as you keep saying yes to women like that, you're making no room for the emotional warrior woman to come in your life. So first you got to say no to those women, and you got to say no to yourself by showing up as that nice guy, as that friend zone guy. You got to say no to that and become the warrior. Then the emotional warrior women start showing up in your life. And then the decision becomes, which one do I want to choose? That's how life works. That's how, if you talk about the law of attraction or any of these things, as you start showing up, as you get in congruency with that emotional warrior spirit, an emotional warrior is not going to tolerate these little girls who are using and abusing and disrespecting you. He will never tolerate that shit. And so as you get rid of those girls, you allow the emotional warrior women to come into your life. And then you choose from there, which one does my heart desire? You guys, this one was lit. This was a powerful live Q&A. I hope that this lit a fire under your ass. I hope some of you who've been crying like little babies about your circumstances go, no, forget this. I'm a freaking man. I'm going to find a solution. I'm going to rise above this. I'm going to become an emotional warrior. I'm going to work with Erica and become an emotional warrior, because clearly what I'm doing doesn't work, because I keep getting friend zoned. She keeps saying, you're a nice guy, but no. We're tired of this. Let's upgrade, men. You are at a point in your life where it is time to upgrade. There's an opportunity to upgrade your life. So let's freaking do it. My wish and my Merry Christmas wish for you is that you finally stand up and you say, I am ready to allow that emotional warrior to come out. That is what my wish is for you. Because listen, it's men that can pioneer a movement. You can either pioneer a movement, or you can stay in bed with the bed sheets crawled up underneath them all, crying about your circumstance, or you can become a freaking warrior. It is your choice. It's your decision. Merry Christmas to my emotional warriors. I love you guys. I will show you the Christmas special there if you're ready to take me up on that challenge. That is an introductory way to work with me. Otherwise, that is a way that you can do this on your own. But to work with me in a group coaching setting, that is where you get to see my deep, fiery magic show up and give you the answers and solutions, so that you don't have to stay stuck for the rest of your life getting the same damn answers from women. I love you guys. I love what Cheeple says. Merry Christmas. I can't say it, but it's amazing. All right, guys. I love you so, so, so much. Be loved. Be blessed. Have a Merry Christmas, and let that emotional warrior rise out of you. You guys take care. Be loved.